Good morning, children. How are you? Here I am fine, ma. Very good response I am getting. Everyone, please complete the assignments. Very good, children. You are all very good children. You are doing the assignments and study also because you have to write CT for this lesson. Na? Study also. Again, rewatch all the videos. Get prepared for CT. Okay, children. Up to now, we have learned many synthetic fibers and plastics. In the last class, you have learned related to types of plastics like thermoplastics and thermosetting plastics. So, we are going to continue with the last part of the lesson today, synthetic fibers and plastics. Coming to plastics and environment, we have seen garbage dumps. Some articles there seem to remain for a longer time, while some other disappear. You may notice that some of the materials that does not disappear are the polythene bags. Already we have learned polythene is a plastic and it is only used for making carry bags. The polythene bags thrown around are responsible for clogging the drains. Not only that, animals in urban areas, particularly cows, eat polythene bags containing food material. Next, with the direction of Supreme Court of India, very thin polythene bags have been banned and stopped polythene bags usage. So some efforts are taking place to reduce the negative consequences of plastics on the environment. Nowadays, we have seen that uh, thick polythene bags we are using. Hope you have seen this in your house also. Because some number will be there related to this thin or thick material. Uh, some microns is mentioned by the Department of Government so that they have to use that many micron plastic in making any polythene bags. See the pictures where we can see the dumps of plastics, the waste of plastic, and that how is spoiling the environment. Children, please pay attention and listen. Small activity related to biodegradable and non-biodegradable. Just listen, ma. You can take a piece of fruits and vegetables or leftover food stuff, waste paper, cotton cloth, and plastic bag. Keep this all this in a pit. Open the pit after some days, and what you will see, if you open the pit and check the peels of fruits and vegetable, they take exactly 1 to 2 weeks for disappearing. That means to degrade. And leftover foodstuff, it takes 1 to 2 weeks for disappearing, for degradation. Waste paper, it really takes 10 to 30 days. It is also a degradable. And cotton cloth, and it takes 2 to 5 months for disappearing. That is also degradable. But when you keep a plastic bag, it takes several years. That means it comes under non-degradable. So now you have to think a certain material which can be break down into smaller fragments in the presence of water, sunlight and oxygen and by bacteria, that all comes under biodegradable. The material which are not decomposed by natural processes that are called non-biodegradable. So observe what is the degradable. In degradable means the process here comes under decomposition. So just listen, ma. Some substances I already mentioned an activity. The peels of fruits, vegetables can break down into smaller fragments in the presence of water, sunlight, and oxygen. These fragments further broken down by bacteria. This process is called decomposition. When you come to the definition of biodegradable, a material which is easily decomposed by natural process is called biodegradable material. A non-biodegradable, a material which is not decomposable, not decomposed by natural process is called biodegradable. Here you have to think the time taken for decomposition depends upon whether a material is biodegradable or not biodegradable. So on the whole, you have to remember like this: plastics are non-biodegradable and take several years to decompose. Slow decomposition causes environmental pollution. By burning plastics, poisonous fumes are released that cause air pollution. Plastic left in the soil results in soil pollution. Not only that, many different uses of plastics. There are environmental as well as health hazards associated with their disposal. This is because plastics are non-biodegradable, so they cannot be decomposed by microorganisms. Accumulation of plastic is considered as a serious problem because most of the methods used to dispose them, which results in some type of damage to the environment. Already I have discussed all the conditions like and air pollution and soil pollution. So what we have to do is reducing the uses of plastics and recycling plastics objects are the two ways of countering the harmful effects associated with the plastic disposable. So children, recycling of plastic objects involves collecting, sorting and processing plastic waste with an aim to reuse the material in manufacturing other products. So to aid the recycling of plastic garbage, two types of bins are made available by the municipality, a green bin and a blue bin. What you have seen in the picture, biodegradable waste like food items should be thrown in a green bin. Already picture it is mentioned. And recyclable waste like plastic and glass should be thrown in the blue bin. Children, I hope you have seen these two type of bins in your house. Nowadays, the municipality people to every house they are giving. They have given already, and they were asked us to collect the waste from our houses in two different bins, so that they separately they are collecting in the form of a dry waste and wet waste. So children, I want you to give the answer while you're writing assignments. What is a dry waste and what is wet waste? So children, a few things that can be done to limit the harmful effects associated with plastics. Like do not accept plastic bags go when you go out for shopping. Keep plastic bags clean and dry for recycling. Next, do not throw plastic waste at roadside or in water bodies. Use separate garbage bins, what I have shown already, at your home and at school also. So children, like 4R principle, what is 4R principle or 4Rs? Like a reduce, reuse, recycle and recover. Once you see the individual symbols also for reduce, reuse, recycle and recover. And we know that every walk of life is linked with plastic, so we cannot avoid plastics completely, but we can reduce, recycle, and reuse plastics and avoid indiscriminate use of plastics. So we have to discuss 4R principle for creating an eco-friendly environment. So let us discuss about reduce. What do you observe when you attend a marriage or a function? What plates they use to serve the food? What type of glasses for drinking water is supplied? What containers do they use to serve sweets and ice creams? What are the spoons made up of? Everything is made up of plastic. Imagine how much plastic garbage will be accumulated in this single function. That means, is there a way to stop this use and throw? So in a marriage function, you see so much of use and throw plastics. So what happened? These all plastics go and fill some of the areas. As we burn these plastics, what will happen? It gives a lot of fumes and it creates more of the air pollution. Yes, therefore, wherever it is possible, however it is possible, we have to reduce its usage. Like this, we can reduce the usage of plastic children. Now, coming to reuse, have you ever observed when you go to market to buy something, we go without any bag? With the result, we come back with a lot of plastic bags. Yes or no? Yes. Every time when we go to market, we accumulate a lot of plastic bags. Some of these can be used again and again. Are we doing so? No. Articles made up of plastics may be used again and again for its optimum utilization. So this should be everybody's concern for an eco-friendly environment. If anything you feel now out of fashion and you want to buy a new one, give it to the others instead of putting it idle at home or throwing it out. Then in this way we can reuse the plastics also. So coming to recycle, you have might noticed that your mother selling old plastics articles which are broken and are not useful to the local vendor. They collect all the plastics from the households and send it to it for recycling. So from this recycled plastic, new products are prepared after giving it a proper treatment. Actually, we have 60,000 types of plastics available in the world as on date. But we have discussed only 6 out of those. Already, according to code numbers, we have discussed. So like a PET code 1, HDP code 2, these two are commonly recycled plastics. LDP, which is used for carrier bags, is not recycled commonly. Whereas the PVC code number 3, which is used for pipes, are currently not recycled. So the PP code 5 and the PS code 6, which are used for making coffee cups, eggs, boxes, packing peanuts and all, and take out food packing can be recycled. So recycling can be used to obtain materials from which the original products were made. So in this way you can recycle the plastic. So already in the last part I have shown according to the code numbers and their products, and only here I have told which code type of plastic is a recycled one or a not a recycled plastic. Remember this, children. So actually, in one of the activity, whatever the classes I have completed, I told that the symbol with one symbol and one number. Okay, I hope you have remembered that. Like code 1, code 2, code 3, like that. With this symbol only, you have a number inside. So, the main story, just listen now. The Society of Plastic Industry introduced a voluntary resin identification coding system in 1988 to assist recycling programs. The SPI coding system offered a way to identify and sort out the resin content of containers commonly found in the household waste stream. So all the plastic household containers are marked with a number that indicates the type of a resin or a plastic. Identify the plastic, look at the recycling icon. Nothing but a chasing arrows. Inside the arrows, there will be a number that identifies the polymer. Already we have discussed about this, all the codes 1 to 7. So whatever the picture you are seeing, that is called a universal recycling symbol, indicates if without any number, it is a generic recyclable material. Okay. If it is 1, 2, 3, 4 and all that's given, that is different. Whatever the picture you are seeing here, this symbol is known as a universal recycling symbol, indicating generic recyclable materials. So why we have to give codes for the recycling process? Because if a code 1 having one property and code 2 will have other property. So when they are mixing or recycling process, they have to sort out according to the code all the waste. Then they have to recycle the plastic. Okay. So all the same code type of plastic, they have to recycle together. Okay, if it is a good plastic material, if PET was mixed in that, whole of the lot what they have recycled, it will get wasted. So wasted or spoiled. So they have to, when they are segregating the plastic materials, they have to segregate separately according to the code numbers. Then only they go for recycling process. So coming to the recover, Supreme Court gave a judgment on the ways and means of solid waste management and gave order to implement this in all the cities of India by 2003. The solid waste garbage of municipalities, plastic occupies a major share. The principle of recover plays a major role in the solid waste management. What we have to do is the solid waste should be converted into resources like electricity, heat and compost, and fuel through thermal and biological means. So children, I hope you have understood all the 4 R's like a reduce, reuse, recycle and recover. So in a short way, we have to remember the 4R and what you have to implement also. You just listen. Right? Reduce. Try to use less plastic material in our daily life. Reuse. Whenever we need to use plastic material, use the same material again and again. Don't go for a new one every time. Recycle. Instead of throw away the waste plastic material, try to give it to the vendor. Next, recover. Aware the people about establishing garbage to energy plant in your area. So these are the things you have to follow. So this is nothing but related to 4R. So children, today we have learnt plastics and the environment and all the 4R principle like reduce, reuse, recycle and recover. With this, I'm going to wind up today's class. Okay children, I'll meet you in the next online video with a new lesson. In between, we have to do revision and CT. Yes. Bye. Have a good day.